So the biggest thing is making sure that you remember the formulas when we break these larger shapes down into small shapes, that we know how to find the area or the volume of. Okay? So today we're going to do one more example of an irregular shape that we can work to find the area of, and then we're going to go into finding the volume of irregular shapes. Okay? So if I have a shape that looks like this, and it might tell me that this is 4.5 meters, this is 2 meters, this is 2 meters, this is 1 meter, and this is 3 meters. Okay? How did I get 3 over here? Why does this have to be 3? Why does this side over here have to be 3? Whisper to your group. Why does this side have to be 3? Some of you don't know how to whisper. Cameron, can you please? Okay. Obviously, if this side is 1 and this side is 2, if I drew this straight down here, the 1 and the 2 would both be over here, which would make this side equivalent to 3. Okay? Alright, so again, I can divide this shape 2 different ways. I could say, okay, I want to do this rectangle and this rectangle. Or I could do this rectangle and this rectangle. Okay? Anybody have a preference? No? Okay, let's go straight down. Okay, so we have to find the volume of rectangle A and rectangle B. Okay, how do I find area? I'm sorry, we have to find area, not volume. I apologize. How do I find area of a rectangle? What's my formula for area of a rectangle? Brooklyn, what's my formula? Area of a rectangle equals length times width. Perfect. Okay? Here, I have a length and a width of 3 and 4.5, so I have to multiply them, right?
Yes.
So, ooh, this is good practice for multiplying decimals. 4.5 times 3. Do I act like that decimal is there right now?
No.
I'm going to pretend like it's not there. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Okay, now is where I come in and I count my decimal points, Caden. If I have 1 at the top, how many am I going to have at the bottom, Hope? If I have 1 place at the top, how many places am I going to have in my answer? 1. Where do I start? Do I start here or do I start here? Behind the 5, and I go over 1 spot. So this one is 13.5.
Yes.
Okay? Tell me the numbers that I would multiply together to find the area of rectangle B, Michaela.
2 times 1.
2 times 1, that was pretty easy, right? Okay, so I'm done, right?
No.
No, I have to add shape A plus shape B. So 13.5. Who can tell me where my 2 is going to go? If I'm adding this, where's my 2 going to go? Paul? Under the 3. Can you explain to the class why? It's a whole number. Okay, that would be the same as 2.0. They're both in the ones place. When it comes to adding and subtracting decimals, you have to line up place values, okay? 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. So the total area for this shape is 15.5 meters squared. Got it? All right, this one's for you. So I have a shape that looks like this. 1 meter across the top, 1 meter down. 1 across, 1 down, 2 across, 2.5 down. Okay? You need to tell me the area of this entire shape. Think you can do it?
Yeah.
Go. You're doing it on your own right now. When we look at this problem, I'm going to separate it by doing rectangles like this. Okay, so I have to figure out, this part is 2.5, right? Okay, I need to figure out how long this bottom base is. Okay, so it's going to be 2, 1, 1. So it's going to be 4. Okay, 2.5 times 4 is going to give you 10. Right?
Yes. Yeah, it's supposed to be 2.
Either way, it gives you 10. Okay? Now I have to do this shape right here. Okay? So 1 comes down and 1 comes down, so this part here is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Here I have 1 times 1. 10 plus 2
12.
is 12, plus 1 is
13. I got it right.
should be 13 meters squared. All right. Is it the decimals that are throwing you off?
No.
It's the shape.
Would we have to draw it out?
If it was like the one before that shape, I could have
This is why it's Are we, if they figure out like you draw that, we have to draw it out. Oh,
this one's easy. We did this one in 4th grade.
Like, do you have to draw it out on our board?
Yes. I can't see that.
I will move it. Just hold your horses. All right, you ready? Okay, when I look at this shape, I'm going to divide it. Luke, please pay attention. Paul, please pay attention. Into 3 rectangles. Rectangle A, rectangle B, rectangle C. Okay? If this side is 5, that means this side has to be 5. Okay? If this side is 5, if we were to draw a straight line there and imagine that rectangle, this side would have to be If this side is 5, this side is
5.
which means this side is
5.
Okay? If I look at this right here, I can already easily look and find the area of my two outside rectangles because I have a length and I have a width. 5 times 3 is?
15.
So the area of shape A is 15 meters squared. Here I have 2 times 5, 10 meters squared. Now all I have to figure out is shape B. I'm distraught at the fact that half of you are not paying attention when there are only about 2 or 3 of you that got it right. Okay? When I look at this shape, I know right here my length has to be 2. Now I have to figure out this part right here. Okay? We just said that this side here is 5, which means from here to here also has to be 5. It's telling me that from this point to this point, it's 2.5. I have to figure out this part. How do I do that? If the whole thing has to be 5, and it tells me this is 2.5, how do I figure out what this part is? Think of it as whole numbers, folks. If this whole thing has to be 5 and this one was 2, what would this have to be? 3. So 5 minus 2.5 is 2.5. So this section here is 2.5 also. Now I have to take 2 times 2.5. I have 1 decimal point. I'm going to move over 1 spot. The area of B is 5 meters squared. Now what do I have to do?
Add them all.
10 plus 15 plus 5. 30 meters squared.